Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome Baud2Bits to my channel for tonight's interview. Baud has been on YouTube for many years now and under his current incarnation for a couple of years, as well as producing videos debunking creationist claims and exposing their lies and hypocrisy. Baud produces quite entertaining and accessible videos here on YouTube, diverse areas of history and science, exposing the revisionist tendencies of biblical literalists and promoting the scientific method focused on promoting secular progress to the benefit of our society. Welcome, Baud.
Hi, and thanks for inviting me.
Appreciate it. So, Baud, give us a little background on how and why you came to the YouTube forum.
Right, well, I'm a skeptic, and like any good skeptic, I view videos on YouTube which disagreed with what I knew or thought I knew. And so quite often I would do a little research and then I'd comment on the videos, and often I'd receive the response, well, if you know so much, why don't you do a video? Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, yeah, that's probably not unfair. So eventually I decided I would do that. I love educating myself. I don't have the discipline or staying power to get a PhD, and I thoroughly respect the people who do, but it does allow me to be a moth, and I can flip from flame to flame. Whatever entertains me, whatever interests me, I can apply myself to. And YouTube gives me a great way to test whether I understand a topic as fully as I think I do, because I have to present the work to others for critique. Sometimes I just find something which fascinates me, and if I think it'll entertain and educate others, I will put a video together and put it out there.
Very good. Now, you've only been making videos for a couple of years, but you've also been watching YouTube right from the start. And were you influenced by the some of the early atheist community YouTubers like Thunderfoot, R&Raw, DPR Jones, Don Exodus 2, Evidence 3, 43 Alley, and so on?
Yes. Yeah, I was a viewer by during what most people call the first wave of YouTube atheists. And when I decided to create a channel and concentrate on exposing the fraud that is creationist preaching, yeah, I was influenced by those greats who'd gone before. Thunderfoot's science was excellent. I got enthralled by Aaron Ra's cladistics and the actual detail he went into on those. Wildwood Clare and her geology.
Yep, love Wildwood, yeah.
Yeah. Concordance, I love his very gentle, measured approach to things. And on the other side of that, the living dinosaur who has unrivaled eviscerations and who's sorely missed. And the living dinosaur gave me my big break by giving me a shout out. I mean, I've had shout outs from all the others, and I should add a word here in praise of Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot, a year or so ago, put his hand in his own pocket and put forward $10,000 as prize money to young up-and-coming, or not so young up-and-coming YouTubers, to produce videos which people could vote on, and he got Eugenie Scott to vote to judge them. So yeah, kudos to him for that. I mean, there's lots of others I should mention as well. Desert File, who doesn't make videos very much anymore, but always worth watching, even to see how his beard's getting on. But I'll watch anybody. The new ones as well, and I'm not beyond pinching ideas from anyone if I think they'll give me a twist that'll help get the message across that I want to get across.
Right. Okay. So, well, let's talk about your videos. Now, you're most known for promoting two specific free thought topics. The first being science education, notably fields of psychology and neuroscience, and second, religion from a historical context. But it seems some of your most viewed videos are the Ray Comfort evisceration series that you did in years past. Tell us about your past experience with your viewers and how you go about deciding on a future video topic series.
The viewers, yeah. It's a cliche, but without the viewers, there's no channel. You know, without the viewers, it's just mental masturbation on my part. You know, I'm just creating stuff for my own entertainment. There are videos out there. Some of the World War One series I did for the anniversary of centenary of World War One, which I spent a lot of money and time and effort creating, which get relatively few views. But I can knock out a debunk video sometime against Ray Comfort, Ken Ham, Ian Juby, whoever, and it'll get 3-4 times the views. And at times I did get a little bit frustrated about that, but you have to realize I'm producing videos that I want to produce, and I'm not trying to chase subscribers or views. It is a big ego boost to have 15,000 subs, you know, to hit every milestone. Yeah, it's good. I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't have an ego. But if you chase subscribers and views, that's all you're going to get is subscribers and views. You're not, you know, that's not necessarily the quality that I'm after. So I've got nothing against people who do that. I have to say, you know, if what you want to do is produce pure entertainment and get loads of subscribers and earn good money from it, good to you. I'm not going to knock anybody who does that, and anybody who does knock anybody who does that probably has a little green goblin sat on their shoulder.
Right.
But when I thought about this question, I thought about the BBC. I'm not trying to compare myself with the British Broadcasting Corporation, but the BBC make great factual programs. They also make light entertainment.
Yes.
Their factual programs are not the ones that get the views. They're the ones that educate. The light entertainment are the ones that get the views, and the ones that, were they a commercial organisation, will be paying their rent. And so while I would prefer to educate people and educate myself continually, I understand that other people like me need to be entertained. For where my ideas come from, a lot of them come from my subscribers. I get mails and messages saying, have you seen this, have you seen that? Or within a video somebody makes a comment which makes you think, oh yeah, now I go off on another tangent. And a lot of it is purely reading. I read all the time. I don't read fiction, I only read factual. I read a lot of science history, and I try and read a lot of background on Christianity and Judaism. And as I said before, you know, when I find something and I think that entertains me, will entertain somebody else, I start putting a video together.
Okay. So now, when it comes to religion, tell us what bothers you most about it, and yeah, what irritates you the most?
Religion as opposed to belief. Belief I have no problem with. People can believe what they want as long as it doesn't adversely affect society or other people, in my view. The one word answer is dogma. Religion comes with dogma. In many more words, us apes have evolved socially, and we've evolved by applying reason and logic to the problems which present themselves to us. The problems of ever larger societies and an ever shrinking world, and how we address that, the moral issues and the ethical issues. If you use reason and logic, you're not guaranteed to get the answer right, but you're guaranteed to have had a debate across the topic and given your best shot at it. And when you look at the history of enslavement, women's rights, the rights of minorities, the rights of children, etc., etc., it's often the strong trying to subjugate the weak. Now, yeah, that may be animal nature, human nature, but reason and logic, aided by our natural empathy, has seen societies progress to the point where the weak are protected. But religion's all about control and about power, and the voice of the underclass gets trampled under dogma with religion. And again, while I was thinking about this, I thought the irony of it is that we in the West can identify the problem of religious dogma in Islam, and we can point fingers at it. And whereas over in the USA, the same people decrying Islam are telling us that climate change isn't an issue and homosexuality is one, because they've been told it in a book, which most of them haven't actually read.
Right, or interpreted correctly.
Yeah.
Well, what's the future for Baud2Bits? And so, do you have any plans to retire the YouTube icon, or anytime soon, or will you continue to promote the secular cause, or do you have any other new video ideas you're going to be publishing anytime soon?
I certainly have no plans of retiring. Haven't finished Genesis yet in my Bible verse by verse series, so I've got a couple of books left in the Bible. And I plan to do more neuroscience videos. The problem with that is it was a new topic for me to start with, and the research is very in depth because there's people out there who know neuroscience, and if I'm going to produce a video, it's got to be correct.
This is a good example.
Yeah, yeah. So I've got to do the right, but say I'm always reading. I've got a folder with about 30 or 40 topics there, where I pop in and out of them, and I try and expand them. And what I generally do is try and create something between a 10 and 20-minute video. So yeah, there's always videos in the pipeline. Right. What the next one will be, I don't know. Probably need to get back to the Bible verse by verse.
Yeah. Wow, well that promulgates my last question for you. So with your voice, have you ever been approached by any major audiobook enterprises for you to narrate for them? I'm telling you, you just have the voice for it.
This one always makes me chuckle. Because you don't have to listen to my voice as much as I do. If people who only watch videos and don't create them might not know that I record maybe an hour of my voice for a 20-minute video, and then I may listen to that again 10, 20 times as I'm tightening up and editing the video and compacting it down. And by the end of every video, I am sick of hearing my own voice because I'm not just hearing it in my head. It might be that the English accent helps with the American audience, but I don't know it does with the English audience.
Well, Baud, thank you, and I'm very appreciative of you coming on my channel here today for this interview, and thank you very much.
Thanks again for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to longtime YouTube promoter Baud2Bits this hour. Stay tuned for our next interview coming up sometime in March with Josh Feuerstein. And we haven't finalized the details as of yet, but I will be sure to let you know when that day comes, pending his final agreement. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.